lost. Oh, shit, David. What is that? I don't know. Come on. Come on, where? Anywhere. I think we should just keep moving. It's moving. It's circling us. Oh, fuck. It's in front of us. You think it's a dog? Oh, shit. What is it? Yeah. It's a sheepdog or something. Come on, turn slowly. Let's walk away. Nice doggy. Good boy. Come on, Jack. Walk away. Walking away, yes. Here we are, walking away. Can you see anything? No. Sounds far away. Not far enough. Come on. Jack! What? Where are we going? I don't know. I'll tell you when we get there. Okay, cause... Oh! You really scared me, you shithead. You could have helped me up for what?
Hello YouTube, Size17 here, but you can just call me Travis. And welcome to a video about movies. Obviously at the beginning of here I wanted to emulate our good friends here in Mortician and start off with a really long horror sample. And yeah, so that's what we did. In the background, Reanimated Dead Flesh. I never hear anyone talk about this one in terms of Mortician albums they like. So yep, we're listening to that one. Alright, yeah, so someone asked me to do a video like this, and then I saw some people doing videos, sort of in response, I think, to Eric Bauer talking about soundtracks and stuff like that, most namely Brain Smasher and Pat of Ground Zero Salem. And so yeah, I was kind of excited to do this video. As for the title, I was kind of just picking titles off the shelf. And my wife asked me what the theme was, and I was like, oh, I mean, it's not really a theme. I was just kind of thinking maybe naming the video, you know, here's some movies, and she was like, no, that's a terrible title. And so I kind of thought about it for a second. Ended up going with yeah, so 15 movies that my wife will definitely not watch. So yeah, I picked some titles off the shelf that are some cool, fun ones. Maybe you haven't seen them. I kind of tried to edge towards maybe people haven't seen them. Kind of you know, highlight some stuff that I really like, and maybe you haven't seen and might like too. So yeah, I got 15. We're in alphabetical order. Let's just jump into them. First one up. This is a Japanese. Yeah, I would say these are all horror or horror adjacent type movies. So yeah, this is a Japanese movie. It's called 2LDK, as in 2 bedrooms, living room, dining room, kitchen. This is a fun movie. This is essentially a movie about 2 roommates. Both are actresses. They don't really get along, and eventually things come to a head, and they brawl amongst their apartment. It's pretty good, entertaining. It's like 70 minutes long. Yeah, 70 minutes, and yeah, it's pretty entertaining. So highly recommend that one. 2LDK. This one is probably one of the more well-known ones amongst the stack, but in case you haven't seen it, I wanted to show it. It's from director Takashi Miike, from, you know, like Ichi the Killer is probably his most well-known film. This is Audition. I don't know, I just really like the kind of like purposefully slow build up to dramatic bang at the end. Yeah, really like this one. Super creepy. Yeah, Audition. This is a super fun one. I've seen a couple people show this director, but not this movie, at least very recently. And that's Bad Taste, Peter Jackson. This is my 2-disc super hardcore edition or whatever. This one's super fun. It kind of is like a mix between like a horror and an action film. Number 22,759 to 50,000. Which, it's... Yeah, it comes with this cool little book with a bunch of little information and stuff like that. This movie's just super, super fun. Super over-the-top gory. Just, like, outrageous. Yeah, if you like Brain Dead or Dead Alive, certainly, you haven't seen this, certainly check this one out. You won't be disappointed. The general premise is that aliens, I think the idea is they've run out of food elsewhere and they need to come to Earth to get Earth meat to bring back to their planet. So, and then we got some locals who try to stop them. So yeah, this one's a lot of fun. This one, not a horror movie at all, but if you are at all in terms of, if you're all into, like, martial arts movies or movies with, fighting in it, I recommend this one. This is Blood and Bone, starring Michael Jai White, who you might know from recent films such as Black Dynamite, which is getting a sequel. Also, he was in a movie called Falcon Rising, which I'm hoping they kind of turn into a series that has yet to be realized. But anyway, this one's cool. It's sort of like a underground fight club type movie. The fighting is excellent. Michael Jai White is legit. It's got Dante Bosco in it, who you probably will know as Rufio from Hook, the Robin Williams movie. But yeah, this one, if you're into fights, definitely check out this one. I'll link, if I can find it, I'm sure I can, the small clip that I first saw when I wanted to see if this was any good, featuring Kimbo Slice. Yeah, it'll give you a good idea. If you're into that clip, you'll be into this movie. Blood and Bone. Obviously, or maybe not obviously, but I think the more I talk about movies, you'll see, obviously, I couldn't get through a movies list without trying to bring up Lucio Fulci. So here we got two. They just happen to both be in alphabetical order, which is kind of funny and cool. This is Lucio Fulci's Conquest. This is his answer to the sword and shield or sword and sorcery genre. Features music by Claudio Simonetti of Goblin. Yeah, nothing groundbreaking or anything. It's pretty. I don't want to say generic, but it's not groundbreaking. Like I said, it's just it's Lucio Fulci's sword and sorcery movie. Not as gory as you might expect for Lucio Fulci, but that's okay. It's still a fun movie. And then another one. This is Lucio Fulci's like gangster movie. This one is fairly violent. This one's pretty good. I like it a lot. The general premise is it's two warring crime groups. Yeah, you don't even need to know much more than that. Pretty good. Like it. Definitely, if you like Lucio Fulci movies and you like some violent stuff going on, definitely check out this one, Contraband. This one was mentioned sort of by Brain Smasher, but I'm actually going to show it because it's actually my favorite by the director Alejandro Jodorowsky, and that is El Topo. Mine is this. It comes in like a rad Alejandro Jodorowsky box set that I have. Yeah, this one's cool. Very surreal, hero's journey cowboy movie, western kind of thing going on. Starring Alejandro Jodorowsky in the title track, and his son, as his son in the movie. Nothing really to show inside here, but yeah, kind of if you've ever seen a Alejandro Jodorowsky film, you'll know his work is very sort of mind fuck ish. But yeah, I like this one a lot. El Topo. This one I want to show because I love it. Obviously, I love all these. This is Horror Rises from the Tomb. This is a movie by Paul Naschy, who I love. He is the Spanish Lon Chaney, as he did lots and lots and lots of werewolf movies. In fact, often using the character name Valdemar Daninsky. Several times, I think like maybe 12, 14 different times he used that character name in a werewolf movie. The storylines never intersected, but whatever, it didn't really matter. This one isn't one of those movies, but it is probably my favorite by Paul Naschy. This one is about a warlock, Ulrich de Marnac, being resurrected in the present times, and death ensues. This one even has zombies. The first, actually, I think I remember, if I remember correctly, the first time zombies showed up in Spanish cinema. That might be wrong. I'm not sure, but I really like this one. Definitely check out Paul Naschy's work if you have not done that. Highly recommend it. Yeah. This one's really cool. I definitely recommend this one if you haven't never seen it. This is George A. Romero's Martin. Most people probably know Romero for his Living or Dead series. Shout out to my favorite, Day of the Dead. This one is a vampire movie. This one is super good. Definitely a gem in Romero's catalog. I don't know. This one's it has a different feel from most other vampire movies. Definitely, if you like that movie, Let the Right One In. Is that the right title of that movie? If you like that movie, I think you'll definitely like this one. Definitely has that cool kind of like, is this character a vampire? Is this character not a vampire? What's actually going on? Yeah, you'll definitely like this. And fans of Romero's films, I think, generally will be into this sort of, thinking style horror movie. So yeah, Martin. This one is awesome. Definitely, in fact, these next two are movies that I love to share with my action, more adjacent style friends. The first one up is The Raid Redemption. This movie is insane. The general premise is there is a apartment building that is generally run by a criminal boss, and all the inhabitants are generally criminals, and the police are aware of this, and they are going in to shut the shit down. And it's a trap, and now they have to get out of the building. And it's just like guns a-blazing, super awesome, hardcore martial arts action, super brutal, machete-wielding maniacs, starring Iko Uwais and Yaya Rahuyan, which I'm sure I'm butchering both of their names. Both those guys are super legit. This is an Indonesian movie, I want to say. But yeah, the fighting is amazing, super, super good, and like I said, brutal. Yeah, I suck. I still need to see the second film of this series, but I've heard that it's also very, very good. But yeah, this one, awesome. If you're into martial arts movies at all and you have not seen this, highly recommend it. The Raid Redemption. This one is probably if I think people can handle it, just because it's like super over the top violent. This is probably my number one movie to share, and that is Riki-Oh, the story of Ricky. This one stars Fan Sui Wong, who plays the titular character Riki-Oh, who you may be familiar with if you've seen the Donnie Yen Ip Man series. But yeah, this one is a martial arts crossover prison movie. Super, super, like I said, over the top, violent. I mean, we got like punching through people. It's like insane. If you're into just like over the top, ridiculous insanity, definitely check out this movie. You will not be disappointed at all. Love this movie. Yeah. Super, 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 super recommend Riki-Oh, the story of Ricky. This one's kind of a random offbeat one. This is they don't cut the grass anymore. This is a super like D-class movie. This is probably the epitome of like what might be considered a torture porn, maybe, but like it's super like Ed Wood bad movies. Maybe not as bad as Ed Wood, but like really bad. Particularly the gore effects, which is just like some super terrible effects, but like at the same time so over the top, ridiculously gory that like that's sort of the enjoyment of it. It's like it's the combination of that dichotomy of the really bad effects, but like the over the top goriness. Yeah, it's sort of just the general premise is some yard work guys who work in the yuppie suburban area. They finally get fed up with their snobby clients, I guess, or their bosses, or whatever you want to say, and decide to marauder and destroy them physically. And yeah, so that's what's going on in this movie. Not too much really plot or anything really to think about, other than just massive mayhem. But if that sounds like fun, definitely check out They Don't Cut the Grass Anymore. Alright, we got 3 left. These ones were all great. If you are a Hooded Menace fan, you maybe have been directed to finding this collection of movies. This is the first one of the series. This is Tombs of the Blind Dead. This is also, like the Paul Naschy movie, Horror Rises from the Tomb. Also a Spanish film. I'm not sure who directed this one. I'm not sure if I know that or not. Armando de Osario. Ooh, Osario. That's the similar word used in the current album. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, cool little movie about some rejected Templar knights who were killed for doing some bad deeds, and some unsuspecting people who come across their temple and tombs and have to beware their zombie horde that they are trying to put upon the people. Kind of a cool little thing that they're blind, having their eyes been eaten out by crows before they died. They're blind zombies and they cannot see their prey, and so they have to rely on hearing them. Kind of a cool little caveat thrown in on their traditional sort of zombie horror movie. Sort of a similar idea was adopted in the Neil Marshall movie, The Descent. Also an awesome movie. I like a lot of Neil Marshall movies. Also his werewolf movie, Dog Soldiers, was a good one. But yeah, this is a cool movie. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, Tombs of the Blind Dead. Next up, this is a fantastic movie, sort of a cross-genre one. This is Versus. This is sort of a martial arts / Yakuza / zombie / sci-fi different timeline / different reality sort of type movie. Super cool. Done really, really well. This actually is another movie that I like to show to friends of mine. This one isn't really super gory or anything, but super lots of fighting and lots of people dying and coming back as zombies. Because it takes place, most of the movie takes place in that I can't think of the name of it, but that famous forest in Japan that I think it's a lot of people commit suicide there. Anyway, the Force of Resurrection doesn't stand in the back here. No. Anyway, this is a super enjoyable movie. Definitely recommend checking this one out. Versus. This is the last one, and actually this is a movie that was shown in the background of a recent Metal Theologian movie. One where Spencer was talking about when the dummy fell off the roof, like the body parts were separated, and they went back at the very end and showed that. This is Zombie Holocaust. This is a movie directed by Sergio Martino. Is that what his name is? No, I'm not sure who that person is at all. This is Marino Girolami. I'm not really actually familiar with that name. But this is a cool movie. Sort of pretty generally rips off Lucio Fulci's Zombie, but that's okay. This one is also fun because once they get to the island, they also have to deal with cannibals. And there's also sort of a cannibals versus zombies kind of thing going on, so that's kind of fun. Nothing really extra special new going on with this movie, but definitely a fun one to check out if you are into this kind of genre. So yeah, that's my stack. I actually got through those a little quicker than I had thought. But yeah, I probably won't do a whole lot of movie videos going forward. I don't know, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe Eric Bauer doing it will change my mind. But anyway, that's here's one for now. So enjoy if I don't do any more. I will stop rambling now. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you are familiar with any of these movies, please let me know what you think of them. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.